Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to episode 5 of our release. Okay, I definitely missed y'all last week. But y'all know this episode, we're all about being honest, open, and transparent. We're also totally about health. What is more important, our health? What is more important, taking care of ourselves and making decisions that works, right? And so for those who follow me, y'all know I have epilepsy. And on Tuesday, I had a seizure. Y'all, and when I tell you, I was so mentally exhausted. Like, I said I was going to take a nap and I was going to do the podcast. That's why it took me so late to cancel. I didn't think I canceled the podcast until 5 o'clock. And I was like, I'm going to take a nap and I'm going to do the podcast. I woke up like at 5, y'all, and I was so groggy. My brain was still just not all the way. And I was like, I'm just going to sleep it out. And it's so important, y'all. Any type of disorder you have, if you have epilepsy, if you have anything, any type of sickness, it is so important to take care of yourself first. And yes, I could have did the podcast, even though I had just had a seizure. I could have taken my notes and I could have read them off. I could have laughed with y'all, but I chose to do the rest. I felt like my brain needed the rest. And so that's what I did. And that's what I always tell y'all to do. That's why I do these episodes, because we have to take care of ourselves first. We have to love ourselves, but we can't even know what's best for us until we do what? Do the work, right? So grab your paper and grab your pen, because we have to do the work, right? And for those who don't know me, my name is Rachel Pence. I'm a biblical life coach. I'm a spiritual midwife. What do? I help birth people's visions, okay? So that's what your girl do. And so I'm also the founder of Godfidence Women, okay? So where we at? So I see we're on all the platforms. Where y'all at, YouTube? I don't even see YouTube on here today. Hey, TikTok. Hey, Miss Margaret. Hey, Leah. Hey, Haiti. Hey, Free. Look, TikTok's showing up. Where YouTube at today? All right, let's see. All right, so y'all, we're still on series 5, okay? So we're going to talk about, get your pen and your paper, and we're going to talk about small offense, and we're going to talk about how, when we hold things back, how they cause the trigger, because we didn't address them in the beginning, right? And so small offenses show up daily. They show up as little irritants, right? They're passive-aggressive comments or tones. They're losing patience. They become emotionally distant, keeping score, avoiding conversations, and feeling heavy or frustrated. Y'all have y'all notepads out? So if you find yourself, when you talk to somebody and you like, oh, that aggravated me, right? Or you find yourself, oh, boom, that's her second time. Oh, that's her third time. Oh, that's his third time. You're starting to keep score of things that they're doing to you, right? And you were like, well, that doesn't matter. It does matter, because that's how things get triggered. That's how we go from something being so minute into now we're triggered. Now we're not friends no more. Now we're going down the divorce train. Now we're going down, I'm looking for another job. Now we're going down that we can't even eat together. We can't even talk together. Now you and your children are so distant, because all these little bitty things, we didn't address them in the beginning. And so now they have became big things, right? And so I'm going to skip all the way to the back of my page, because I feel like, to me, this is the most important part. When I typed it out, it wasn't, but I feel like it is now. And I'm going to tell you, when we get a job, what do our job do? What do they do when we first go? We go to orientation, right? And in orientation, they tell you all the things. They tell you where the restroom is at. They tell you the rules, how many times you could be late. They tell you about your vacation, if you have any. They tell you when you're going to get your promotion. They tell you all the things, right, when you get a job. Well, you know what, guys? I know nobody ever told us this, and there's no blueprint to getting married. There's no blueprint in relationships. There's no blueprint. But I'm giving y'all the key, the tokens, the things. I'm 51, right? So I'm telling you the things just out of life that I've already learned in life, right? If you start that relationship off with, hey, let's talk about the things that are just no-goes for me. These are the things that's a non-negotiable for me. When you start off in a relationship like that, me and my husband been married for 18 years now. I am his third marriage. Okay. And some people be like, oh, ain't no way I married no man who been married 3 times, right? I am my husband's second. My husband is my second husband, right? And so let me explain something to you. When I met my husband, mind you, I'm number 3. And people are like, I would never marry somebody who had 3 wives already. Can I tell you a secret? He already knows all the things that he don't want to do anymore. He already knows all the things that he need not do. He already knows what he's looking for, right? Sometimes we make so many mistakes in number 1, so many mistakes in number 2. We fumble the ball so many times and we do not get it right until we get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm not telling people to keep getting married and divorced. I'm telling you, if you're not married, I'm telling you, if you are struggling in a relationship, I'm telling you, if you are struggling with your kids, the key to stop struggling is to grab that journal, like I told y'all. Grab that piece of paper and start writing those things that you want to see different. And I promise you, that's when your life going to change. You know why I don't? You know why you mad at me? Because you never told me what offended you. If you don't tell me that this is offending you until it offends you, now we both mad. Because now you telling me from an angry place, from a frustration place, from a pissed off place. But if you would have told me when you wasn't angry over breakfast, over lunch, hey, I don't really like this. Hey, I don't want you to do this. Hey, these are my expectations. When you're not angry, when you're not mad, when you're not name calling, when you're not saying this is the second or the third time I've already told you this, I've already addressed this before. I'm sick and tired of saying the same thing. But when you come at your spouse, when you come at your children, when you go to your employer or your employees, when you go to your friends from a place of honesty and not frustration, and that's why if you now, and I'm talking to a lot of different people, so I'm going to start from number 1. If you're not in a relationship yet, I want you to take your journal and I want you to write down the things that are your non-negotiables. And I feel like that's the reason why so many people fail in relationships. Because I'm going to be honest with you, we get in relationships so early and we never even know what our non-negotiables are. We don't even know what is that one thing that he or she could do that will push us over the edge. We don't even know what those things are that are unacceptable to us. We just going into that, oh, he's so fine. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, and we just be running behind the man, my man, my man, my man, right? Running behind the girl, running behind the next skirt, running to the next relationship. And we don't even know what we like. I'm going to marinate on it. We don't even know who we are. And we're going from relationship to relationship. Are we in a relationship and we're miserable as hockey sticks in that relationship? And we're so miserable in that relationship because we've never established boundaries in that relationship. We don't even know what the boundaries are. How can you expect somebody to be a good woman or a good man to you if you don't even know what a good man or a good woman to you is or should be? So first, you have to know what it is that you even want in a relationship. What is that? What does that look like? Get your pen and paper out, because when I said it, something clicked in your head. Oh, this is what I want. Y'all, I had my first child in high school. Okay. So I don't know what a man or what a woman, what I'm supposed to be looking for. Right. So then I got right into a relationship, right into moving with him, not the right into being married, right into having a total of 4 kids, right into relationship. Right. So when I left my first husband, and anybody know my story, my husband was beating me. So it wasn't a choice of wanting to leave. It was a choice of survival. Okay. So when I left my first husband, I didn't even know really who I was. Like, what am I don't even know what I'm looking for. And ladies, men, I want you to be honest. I want you, if you are single right now, if you are looking right now, do you know who you are? Because that's what happened. I got out this relationship with these 4 kids, and all of these men, mind you, I was with him for 11 years, and all of these men was coming from everywhere. And I finally was like, wait, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. And I literally sat down in my closet while the kids was just playing, and I was like, what do I want? Like, what do I need? What am I even looking for in the streets? Like, got 4 kids. Like, what am I even looking for in the streets, right? And I wrote down the man that I felt that I needed. This is how much money I make, so he needs to make what I make or more. Okay, I was a salary member of management, so I was making good money, but he at least needs to make what I make or more, right? And no, you don't have to start with money, but you at least got to know where you're starting from, right? Okay, I have 4 children, so he can't have more than 2. Judge somebody else if you want to. I wasn't trying to have the Brady Bunch, okay? Why is it important? How do I know what I'm looking for if I don't even know what I'm looking for? I'm just being honest, guys. You have to know what you're looking for. That's with a job. If you look, and let's just go to a different angle, okay? When I tell you got to know what you're looking for, let's say you're looking for a job. Oh, I'm looking for a job. Okay, what job are you looking for? How much money do you want this job to pay you? What side of town do you want this job to be on? Right? What are you bringing to the table when you come to the job? Marinate on it. Oh, I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for a job. What job? What are you bringing to the table? Where do it need to be at? And that's where we fall short so many times, because we keep saying we're looking for things, and then we get the thing and we like, oh, I don't like the thing. Well, because you didn't even know what you was looking for. And now I want to key in on people who are married, okay? Because I don't believe in divorces unless you're getting abused. I had to leave my husband. He was beating me, okay? If your husband is beating you, yes, I condone the divorce, okay? Girl, run. Man, run, okay? Because abuse, I'm just gonna say it. Like, there's not too many people that stop, guys. I'm sorry. If your husband keeps saying he's gonna stop hitting you, I wish he would. I do. I pray for you. I want him to stop hitting you. If you're a girl and you're a guy and your wife is hitting you and you're holding on and hoping she's gonna stop, I do too. I hope she'll stop. But after stitches in my mouth, face bust open, hair pulled out, years and years, 11 years, it never stopped. So I don't condone abusive relationships. I honestly don't think that he'll ever stop hitting you. I don't think that she'll ever stop abusing you. But that's just only my own personal opinion. I wouldn't fight you in the comments with it either. I'm just saying. But if you are in a marriage, I feel like it could be salvageable if they're not abusing you. I do. And how do you salvage a marriage that you're in? It has to be communication first. And it has to be both parties wanting to salvage it. One person cannot be talking about, I'm trying to save my marriage, because one person can't save it. It has to be 2. And so I'm going to start with the simple basics of anything, really. It's communication. And the same way that you got that person is the same way that you can rekindle that marriage. Dating. And people are like, oh, I can't date because now we have children. Oh my God. I watched a couple on TikTok, and I've actually said I was going to try to do that too. I watched a couple on TikTok. They always be doing date night at home, right? And they always come up with these cute ideas, and they do date night at home. type it in, Google it, and find date night at home. There is no reason, if you have, I don't care how many kids you have, there is no reason that you should not be able to have a date night with your wife or your husband. That is a non-negotiable for me. Me and my husband do date night every Friday. It's a non-negotiable. When my children come down, because y'all know all my children are grown. Hey, we're going on date night. Love you. We're out. We do date night. My husband has to be a priority. He has to be a priority. He is a priority. I'm his priority. We are each other's priority. It's a laughter at his job. My husband is a surgical tech. He pulls calls. They're like, he don't pull no call on no Friday. No, he don't. He not switch with nobody on a Friday. He not working overtime on a Friday. He not switch with nobody on a Friday. Why? Because I am a priority to him. And that's how you rekindle the marriage. That's how you keep the marriage. That's how marriages get back solid, is go back to the basics. Because I promise you wasn't fumbling the ball when she decided to marry you. Well, I don't know. I've seen some foolishness. So I'm gonna go back to the positive. Right? So go back to the basics. Okay. So if you're in a marriage and you want to rekindle that marriage, I want y'all to pull out y'all paper and y'all pen, and I want you to be honest. These are the things that hurt me. How you talk to me, this hurts me. When you say this hurts me. And the other person, it's not your job to say yes or no to validate if it hurts that person or not. You can't tell me what hurts me. It's me that's being hurt. That's my validation. It's not for you to validate my hurt at all. It's for you to accept that hurt me, and for you to find another way to communicate to me, because I told you that hurt me. Anybody gonna probably, well, some of y'all gonna be like, we already know that's what you do. I'm a yeller. I used to be a yeller. Can y'all tell? I am naturally a yeller. Like, I'm from the country. First off, right? I'm a natural yeller. Hey, cousin, I'm a natural yeller. And my husband can't stand it. So after years of being married, he has come. So he does this, and y'all, and this is what I'm telling you, marriages can be salvageable, even when you are the opposite. Marriage can be salvageable by communication. My husband, I knows what he do not like, and he knows what I do not like. And how do we know that? Because we communicate that. And you don't communicate your do's and your don'ts when you're mad. You communicate your do's and your don't when you're happy at a picnic. Hey, babe, let's have a picnic. And at the picnic, with no alcohol, we're not going to have alcohol and talk about things that we want to change. No, you're gonna talk about the things that needs to be fixed in your marriage when you're sober, right? And we're going to talk about, hey, these are the things that's bothering me. These are the things that I want to switch. These are things that I want to change, right? And so I was talking about that. I'm a vocal person, right? And so I'm very, very dramatic, y'all. And don't let me not get my way. And right? And he just be looking at me. And then when I realized, he just like, I don't respond to the yelling. And he doesn't. But you know what he do respond to? That hurt me. I didn't like it. Right? He responds to that. He responds to it with a tone like this. I can even grit my teeth. And he's going to be receptive because my volume is like this. But when my volume is up high, I might as well be talking to the wall, because he is nowhere near listening. Like, I think he got like a click off button. And I want to say 3 or 4 years of our marriage, I was just raw. I was just, and we're in 18. And our communication level, and this is so good, but I ain't gonna talk about. So if you have been with somebody for over 5 years and y'all are still doing the same thing, that's a problem. I'm just being honest. Y'all really got to sit down and evaluate, because y'all are not listening to each other. Y'all are not listening to each other. You should not be if you don't like somebody yelling at you, I mean, I guess maybe nobody yelling at them, but if the way you communicate to your spouse, they don't like it and you're still doing it in year 5, maybe I need counseling, because by year 5, you should be able to have you should be by then able to start curbing and changing the way you communicate. Did y'all catch that? You're never too old to learn. You're never too old to change. You're never when somebody said they're too old to do something, that's, you know what they're saying, they don't want to. You're literally saying, I don't want to change. You're literally saying, I'm not going to do it. That's what you're saying. So you're going to look at your spouse and tell your spouse, you're going to tell your children that I'm not willing to change for you. I'm not willing to be a good parent for you. I'm not willing to be a good employee for you. I'm not willing to be a good boss for you. I'm not willing to change for you. That's what you're saying when you're saying I'm not willing to change, because everybody's willing to change. Okay. So hopefully I gave enough examples that everybody was able to catch some of that and ring it in and get it. So let's see. So listen, so what do I need emotionally? That's so, I hope y'all got your pen and papers out. What do I need emotionally? Y'all know I'm a journal writer. Y'all know I have quotes on my wall, because at the end of the day, if you don't know what you need emotionally, you cannot expect anybody else to get it. I don't think you can see my roses behind me. Oh, you can. Y'all see my roses? So I had started buying myself fresh roses because I just wanted to. Y'all know that I'm a stay-at-home wife. I work from home. I coach from home. And so I wanted to see fresh roses. And so I told my husband, like, oh, I want to have fresh roses. And y'all be like, that's so much. Why did you say that? I'm telling you that because that's something that I wanted. But how would my husband know that I want fresh roses if I didn't convey that? How do your spouse know something that you need if you don't convey it? I'm pausing because there's so many little things in our relationships. Oh, let's go a step farther. Let's talk about your job. There's so many things that we expect other people to know that they don't know. We expect other people to understand our boundaries. They don't know our boundaries. So many people were not raised like you. They were not raised like you. So they don't know your boundaries. They don't know that that's pushing your buttons. They don't know that that's not what they should be doing. So that's why you have a whole mouth and you need to use it. Hey, these are the things that I got. These are mine. This is my boundaries. This is what I need. So my question is, what do I need emotionally? When you know what you need emotionally, then guess what? Other people can help you with that because now you know what you need. What I will no longer tolerate? This is such a good question to answer, because this is why people go to jail. And I'm going to break it down why I say that. People right now are in prison, in jail, or in a grave because the little things that they let build up that they should have said they couldn't tolerate. Did y'all catch that? So let me say it again. You know that come on, Rachel. Let me think of a really good one because I want y'all to really catch it. Okay. You woke up late, right? You did. Not the traffic, not the car that's at the stop sign. You woke up late, right? So you woke up late. Now you're in a bad mood because you woke up late. Or you woke up late and then your spouse moved something. So you mad at your spouse. And then you get in the car and now you mad at the two cars that because they just the stupidest, right? And then they got to get blowed at. And then you mad over here. How you doing? And then you mad over here. And you just having a bad morning, right? The morning is just horrible, okay? So we just going on, just having a bad day. And then something happened, right? The unthinkable, something that you like, they better not ever, right? You get to the bank or you get somewhere, you at the grocery store, you with your wife, you with the husband, you with the kids, and the lady behind you, the man behind you, put their finger on your I'll tell you in a minute. So they take their finger and they do your baby like this. They take their finger and they put them inside your baby head. Come on now. Come on, trigger fingers. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? It's gonna be problems, right? Somebody probably going to jail. Somebody probably gonna be fighting, right? So, but what really happened? What really happened before y'all got to the grocery store and that lady or that older lady or that person touched your child? Because they touched them like this. They didn't do the whole little, a whole lot of things happen, right? But what really happened? You was in a bad mood because you woke up. You was in a bad mood before traffic. You was in a bad mood because you was already mad. Now your boss that made you mad, right? It's a whole lot of stuff that didn't happen. And boom. Now I gotta go spend this night in jail because I didn't flipped off, right? And so that's what we're talking about. Before things happen, if we go ahead and get a hold of things before they happen, we don't have to flip out so bad. So before you put your hand on my child, I can respond like, don't do that. Don't do that. That wouldn't be the best thing for you to do, right? Because I'm not so angry. I'm not so frustrated from my whole day, right? My girlfriend cheated on me. What do I do if she got with my best child? Let me tell you, that I don't have no advice for that. So I mean, it's not like I'm laughing. Because I am laughing because I feel like that's like I feel like I need to be sipping my tea to respond to that, and I'm not sipping no tea to respond. So your girlfriend cheated, and what do I do? And she got my best friend. Oh, you know what? I got you. What do? You get your notebook and your piece of paper out, and this is true. Get your notebook, your piece of paper out, and you write down all the things that you want in your next relationship. But before you can do that, you need to find out what the question was. What do you need emotionally? And you need to heal, because I'm pretty sure it hurt you that your girlfriend cheated. I'm pretty sure it hurt that they cheated with your best friend, right? So first you have to heal, because that's what I was just talking about earlier. We go from one relationship to the next relationship, and then we actually never heal. And then I don't know if you still took that person back. And then that's a whole nother thing that we do too. We actually go and take the person back who cheated, and then don't come for me. Don't come for me in no comments. Don't come for me. But I'm gonna say it. If you take somebody back who cheated, that means you forgave them and you don't bring it back up. I'm pausing because I want you to marinate on it. You cannot have a healthy relationship accepting things and then bringing it back up. If you date a man or a woman and she cheats and you take them back, you pause and you take them back and you forgive and you don't bring it back up. On period. That was your choice. You chose to take them back, and that's your choice. And you live with it with your chest out. But what you need to do is you also need to, but I don't know if you remember, I don't know how long you've been watching, but it also says set boundaries. Because now that you went outside our relationship, I'm pretty sure there needs to be boundaries that needs to be put up. But I'm not going to get into your business. What I'm going to say is, it's your choice if you take them back. But if you do take them back, you need to never bring it back up, because you choose to get back in the relationship, and you cannot move forward, keep bringing up the past. That's just being on everything. 2, if you choose not to get back in the relationship, number 1, before you even get into the next relationship, you 100% have to heal first. You have to heal first. Because I'm going to be honest with you. My first baby daddy, I don't care if he's watching or not. I don't even care if anybody else telling what I said. He was a cheater. He cheated through our relationship. Just cheat. And so it made it very hard for me to trust again. So everything that another guy did was like, so this something may sound very minute. Why your phone rung and you didn't answer? But see, but remember how we talked about where was it at on here? Well, we talked about the small offenses, right? So if we don't heal so good, if we don't heal from our past, we take small offenses from our past and bring them into the future. So now the future person is honestly getting beat up from somebody else past, from the past person. When you get into a new relationship, your old person should have to get their phone checked because your last person cheated. But you know why they getting their phone checked? You know why they getting treated bad when they do certain things is because you haven't healed from the last person that cheated on you. But you going into a new relationship unhealed. And you calling it, I'm taking care of me. I'm making sure I don't be hurt again. No, baby, no, sis, bro, you need to heal. Because I didn't do nothing to you. I didn't cheat on you. I haven't hurt you. I haven't done anything to you. So you shouldn't go into your next relationship with the gloves on and then expect to go into a soft woman or a soft man era. You going in the relationship aggressive. You going in the relationship looking for stuff. You going in the relationship wishing somebody would. No, baby, heal. We have to heal. Once we heal, then we're ready for the next relationship. But as long as we're still broken, we're going to keep bringing our brokenness into the next relationship, and then wondering why the relationships don't last because your mouth. We talk to people crazy, and we talk to them crazy because the last person injured us, and the new person didn't even injure you, but they getting talked to crazy because the last person talks to you crazy. I ain't gonna let no man talk to me crazy. Okay, sis. Okay, bro, calm down. I'm not the person who injured you. I'm not the person who talked to you crazy. I'm not the, you seen your mama or your daddy get talked to bad, so now you gonna talk to everybody else bad because you want them to talk to you bad. Heal. All right, where we at? And you're welcome. Let me see. Do not avoid tough conversations. Do not, y'all can't see the questions that they asked. It's over there. Can y'all see it? That's the question that I was answering. TikTok, like, what question she over there answering? Yeah, I'm not talking to myself. YouTube asking questions. All right. So, do you avoid? And so that's another thing too. How much time we got? Okay. Don't avoid tough conversations. And so that's a lot of reasons too why relationships have so many rocky spots in them, because we try to avoid the tough conversations. Oh, I really don't want to talk about that because we didn't address it then, and I don't really want to bring it up. Bring it up. What happened? Okay. If it don't matter where you at. If you at your job, and I'm gonna use the job is a very simple. If you do something bad at your job on a Friday, right? And you off the whole weekend. Let's say you got a 3-day weekend. You come back on Tuesday. You think they're gonna write you up on Tuesday? They is, sis. They is, bro. I can write you up on Wednesday or Tuesday when you get back, right? That's just like a relationship. If you in a relationship and they do something to you on a Friday, just because they went out of town, just because y'all was unable to squash it and actually come to a conclusion because of kids' events, because of parents being in town, because of holidays, you still have to bring that back up on that Tuesday, babe. I'm sorry. And you're like, why? Because that's why the blow up happened. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about triggers happen because we do not take care of things when they need to be taken care of. We let so many little things go underneath the rug, and then When it become big, we blow up. Well, you knew last time I made me mad. Well, I thought maybe it made you mad, but I wasn't really sure if it made you mad. You didn't really tell them. They're not mind readers. They don't know what you're thinking. They don't know how you feel. And so I hope this was good for y'all. I hope everybody got enough good notes. Because we're almost done. Let's see. Okay, so 10 ways to be proactive with your healing. Address small things before they become big. We talked about that already. Communicate clearly and kindly. I'm going to say this said again. If you cannot communicate with your boss kindly, don't do it that day. If you can't communicate with your child, yes, your children can be wounded with the words that you say. You can't take words back. If you can't talk to your spouse with sense, without yelling and screaming and calling them out their name, don't talk to them then. Wait till you can. If you cannot talk to your girlfriend because of something that happened, then wait. Journal your emotions before reacting. Y'all know I am a journaler. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I journal, right? Grab you a journal. Get you a piece of paper and write your thoughts and your emotions down. Y'all, when I tell you that is so important, that is so important because there's a lot of things you're going to learn about yourself too. You're going to learn certain things that I think I wrote this before. I did. This is what triggers me. Oh, this place triggers me. Oh, this food triggers me. Oh, this person triggers me. Oh, when he gets with this person, they trigger me. And right? When you start journaling, you're going to really start figuring out where them triggers coming from, right? But it also helps you write it out before you talk it out. Because sometimes you could, oh, this is so good too. Sometimes you be the darn problem. I said it. Sometimes you the problem. It ain't always your spouse. Sometimes it be you. Okay. Practicing emotional check-ins with yourself. Oh, that's so good. Y'all, Tuesday, I almost came on Tuesday. And I was like, Rachel, you could just read the notes. You're fine. I did a few mic checks. I'm like, you had a little seizure. It's not that bad. I was like, you can do it. And then I was like, no, you need to rest. And that's what I did. Sometimes we push ourselves. For those who just get on and don't know, I have seizures. So I had a seizure last Tuesday. And I was going to force myself to do the podcast after a nap. And I was like, no, I'm going to rest. And so personal check-ins is so good because how am I feeling? Sometimes we go places and we're not even feeling that good ourselves. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your children invite you somewhere and you're like, I'm not mentally okay for you. I'm not mentally okay. What's that saying? I can't even water anybody else if I'm not watered. I can't water you if I'm on empty. And sometimes we go around trying to water everybody else and we're on empty. So that was number 4. Number 5 is challenges. What did I write? We ain't gonna tell anybody what that challenge assumptions before. Oh, challenge what you're gonna say before you say it. And what does that mean? I had to see what I said. Remember I had told you earlier that sometimes we be the problem. And it's true. Sometimes we be saying stuff or thinking stuff, but when you actually journal it, when you actually write it down, you be like, was that really him or me? Was that really my kid problem or really my problem? Did I really communicate that properly? Did I really tell my boss that correctly? Was it really me or them? Give yourself permission to feel. That's so good. Give yourself permission to sit in it. It is okay to be mad. I am a yeller. My husband don't like me to yell, and that's okay. So I have a big old closet. I go in the closet and I just have a whole hissy fit because, and I'm tired, and this, and I said, and that's how I feel, and right? I be having a whole one, and then I come on out. I might have to tell him nothing after that, but I got it out, right? Give yourself permission to feel. If you need to cry, give yourself permission to cry. It is okay. Oof. It's sis, I see you. It's okay. Your emotions are real. How you feel, bruh, it's real. It's okay. You can feel them. Release resentment as soon as you notice it. Yes, release it. Because when you hold resentment for people, places, and things, that's a buildup. Talk about patterns and not just moments. And that's why I told you journaling is so important. Don't swallow emotions to keep the peace. I am not a person who believes that you should be I do believe in don't swallowing your emotions, but I also don't believe you should be a person that be exploding all in public. That's just so we too old for that. So I do believe that if you have to swallow an emotion, swallow it, write it down, but please make sure that you address it. It's the unaddressed emotions that explode. It's when you didn't tell your child no, stop, and quit in public the way you thought you should have, and then he do it again, and now you like, ah! And your child like, what the heck? I just did this last week. Yeah, because you didn't address it last week. You didn't say it with authority last week. You didn't say, come here, let me talk to you. Don't do that. Hey, don't do this. Right? So when we see things and we don't address them, and we like kind of put it underneath the rug, then when they do it again, we want to go off about it, but you didn't address it the first time. So you kind of the problem too. Okay, the last one. Let people know how to love you well. Oh my God, this is so good. Let people know how to love you well. Drop the mic. How do you expect somebody to love you properly if you don't even know how to love yourself? How can you expect somebody to love you properly if you don't tell them how to love you? Don't say it's common sense, because it's not common sense. Some people don't like to be hugged. Some people don't like to snuggle. Some people like watching movies. And some people like me, I'm going to fall asleep doing the movie. Okay? We are not all the same. You got to tell people how to love you. You have to tell, this is how I want to be loved. I want to hold hands. Okay. I want to do this. I want to do date night. I want to do. You got to tell people how to love y'all. You have to be the boss. You have to tell people when you meet somebody, this is how I want to be loved. This is how I like to be talked to. This is how I like to be treated. And it gives them the option to say, hey, you're too much. It gives them the option to say, oh, I can't do that. It gives them the option to say, hey, I can do all that and some, right? But you cannot expect somebody to be your everything if they don't even know what your everything is. And then you be like, he's falling short. She's falling short. Well, they didn't even know what they was falling short from, because you didn't even let them know what you was expecting. So yes. So I hope y'all got everything. I hope y'all took y'all notes. And I hope today this episode was just as good for you as it was for me. Make sure y'all release things. Make sure y'all let things go. Stop holding stuff in. And I will see y'all next Tuesday, same place. For any women that want to follow me, I am on, that want to join the Godfidence women community, come on over there. We do devotionals every Monday through Friday. Tomorrow, oh, I did not mean to push in. Tomorrow we will be doing, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is the vision board. If you have not done a vision board, with me, because I am the best vision board person ever. Duh. I will be doing a vision board tomorrow at what, y'all? I'm trying to multitask. Y'all know I just had a seat. Y'all know why I'm trying to do multitasking, y'all. I need not be. Outro. Oh, just then. You got to fly my platform, my platform. Oh, I hope that wasn't low. The vision board is tomorrow. It's at 7:00 at night. Any platform that I'm on, you should be able to find it. You have to go find where it says vision board, click on it so you can register, and then you get sent the link because it's going to be on a Zoom. Love to see you on the Zoom tomorrow for the vision board party. It's going to be an hour and a half because y'all know I talk a lot, and then two, I'm going to give you a lot of information, because anybody who really wants to manifest, I don't care what words you use. Manifest it. Habakkuk 2:2 said, write the vision and make it plain. Make it so plain that everybody can run and see and do it. Okay, that's what I'm gonna show you how to do that tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for joining us today, the Godfidence Women Podcast. Remember, your confidence is rooted in God, not in circumstances. Keep shining, keep believing, and keep walking in your confidence. Until next time, stay blessed and stay bold.
Thank you.
And remember, share the podcast. Sharing is caring.